Good morning, Mount Olive Church and friends of Mount Olive Church. Andrew Short here with you on this Monday morning. Not sure my video is working, but that's okay. Nobody really needs to see me anyway. You guys know what I look like, and that's not something we need to necessarily see on a Monday morning. So hopefully you're having a good Monday morning today, and filling in for the pastor this morning. And wanted to talk for a minute here on Brother Tommy's message from yesterday. Awesome message there. Renew in 22, he titled it. Love that. Love a good catchy message. Definitely sticks with me there. And I'm going to go to Psalms 85 and 6 and a couple other places, but hopefully we can get something out of this. Had a couple of thoughts come to me there last night or tonight as I'm filming this, but this one kind of struck me as I was at church on Sunday night there. Brother Jason was teaching, but we just got back from Grayson County where my wife's family lives, and her mom and dad lived there, and her grandmother, Granny Rose, we call her, is 99 years old. Just turned 99 in October, so she'll be 100 this coming October. Lord willing. And anyway, the story that kind of stuck me was between Allison's mother, Della, takes care of her grandmother and still lives in her own house, is really, really self-sufficient for 99, and really into the last year has been completely self-sufficient. But Allison's mother takes care of her now and takes her 3 meals a day and checks on her and goes back and forth and feeds her. She calls it. She doesn't actually feed her, but she takes her her food and goes back and forth and checks on her and helps her bathe and just all the things that caregivers do. And you know, I sit in awe and watch of how much she does and what an amazing woman she is. And you know, as a side note, Brother Jason mentioned something last night about, you know, your mission field being right where you're at, and she kind of stuck out to me, Allison's mother there, that she does that every day. There's no days off. It's 7 days a week, 3-4 times a day, going up there, taking care of Granny Rose, and being, you know, really the only companion necessarily that she's getting, going back and forth and taking care of her. So what I noticed was, it's a lot of talking, but what I noticed was between Ralph and Della, Allison's mom and dad's back door, and Granny Rose's front door, there was a completely worn out path. She travels, Della, Allison's mom, travels that path so often that it was actually wore out. You could actually see where she walked between, it's probably 60 yards between their houses, and it's completely worn out. And so we'll get to kind of more of that later, but, you know, in Brother Tommy's message, he was talking about reviving us again, or renewing us again this New Year's. And this was the verse he got there. Psalm 85 verse 6 said, "Wilt thou not revive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee?" And so, you know, oftentimes my prayer and your prayer, I'm sure, is, especially around this time of year, New Year's, is to revive us, renew us, you know, help us, Lord, to be more like you. Help me to witness more, help me to go to church more, help me to, you know, whatever that looks like for you. But the thought that really kind of struck me was how often I've asked that, but how much am I wearing that path out between where I want to be and God? How often am I wearing that path out between myself and my prayer closet? Is there a path between, you know, not literally, but is there a path between where I'm at in that prayer closet? Is there a path between myself and my Bible on the shelf? Is there a path between myself and Mount Olive Church? Not just on Sunday morning necessarily, but midweek services and Sunday night services, and you know, gathering together, or whatever church you go to. Maybe you don't go to Mount Olive Church, but am I wearing a path out? Am I so consistent in what I'm doing, what I'm asking for, that there's a path wore out between me and them? And that's how change is truly made, isn't it? It's not one prayer on January 1st and then see you again in a couple months, God. Hope things go pretty good between now and then. It's a consistent, you know, like Della with Granny Rose, it's three times a day, and there's no number on it. There's no specific setup, but my point being, if I want something, if I want to be revived, if I want to be a person who rejoices in the Lord, that doesn't happen necessarily magically. Yes, God gives me that ability, but I think wearing that path out back and forth, right? And the commitment to do that 2 and 3 and 4 times a day is just something that really stuck with me, and how I can put that in my spiritual life. And Psalms 51 here, verse 10, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me, not just once a month, but every single day. That should be my prayer. Renew a right spirit within me when I wake up. Renew a right spirit within me at lunchtime. Renew a right spirit within me at, whenever it is. But it's a constant battle to continually wear that path out, asking God to renew me, renew me. It doesn't have. It's not just a one-time thing. Yes, being saved is a one-time thing without getting too far into it. But renew me all the time. Renew me every day. Wear that path out. And Psalms 118, verse 24, this is the day which the Lord had made. So every day I wake up, this is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. We'll rejoice and be glad in it today on this Monday morning. And hopefully you got something out of that. Again, that image of that path worn out back and forth really, really stuck with me, not just for how awesome it is that, the kind of the witness, I guess, that Allison's mom has of taking care of her grandmother, but putting that in my spiritual life of wearing that path out back and forth and just being who God would have me to be. So hopefully you got something out of that. Remember to renew. Let's renew ourselves in 22. Let's renew ourselves so that we can renew town of Wise County, Virginia, and hopefully the United States. So hopefully you got something out of that, guys. Love you guys. Have a great day.